Welcome to the Fitness Management Explainer.
This explainer is powered by our friends at Max Members AI.
And a huge welcome to all of you tuning in. Whether you're a gym owner, an operator, a manager, a salesperson, an entrepreneur, or a personal trainer, this is for you. Today, we're going to dive into a fantastic white paper by jthomas. Our goal here is simple, to give you some real, actionable insights so your gym can hit the ground running.
All right, let's just jump right in. Every single person thinking about opening a new gym has this one big fear. It's the biggest threat out there, the one thing that can just completely derail your dream before it even gets started. So, what is it?
Yeah, there it is. It's a pretty terrifying thought, isn't it? You've poured your heart, soul, and money into this thing. The paint is still fresh, the equipment is all shiny and new, but the gym is dead silent, empty. This is that financial cliff so many new owners face, starting from absolute zero on day one. How in the world do you avoid that nightmare scenario? Well, this quote right here from jthomas, it basically flips the whole script on how we should be thinking about launching a gym. The real work, the stuff that actually guarantees you're successful, it happens way, way before you even think about cutting that ribbon. And hey, speaking of securing that launch, I know a lot of you folks listening are looking to open a new gym, maybe acquire an existing one, or you just need some working capital to get things moving. Well, we can actually help with that. We can provide funding options up to $500K. The best part? It's unsecured and there are no restrictions on how you use it. You can check that out over at fmconsulting.net. Okay, so here's our game plan for today. We've talked about the threat. Now, we're going to get into the pre-sale solution, how to build your foundation, mastering the sales playbook, and finally, how to turn your grand opening into a launchpad for success. All right, let's get right to the heart of it, the pre-sale. What exactly is it, and how does it solve that scary day one problem we just talked about? So let's be super clear. This isn't just, some early marketing you do. A pre-sale is a strategic campaign. It's got a time limit, usually 8 to 16 weeks, and a very specific goal, to sell memberships and build a paying community before you officially open. It's all about creating that unstoppable momentum, not just making people aware you exist. Now, this is really cool. The pre-sale is broken down into 2 phases that actually overlap. You start with phase 1, which is all about capturing leads, building a massive list, getting your brand out there, just letting the community know who you are. But here's the key. You don't wait for that to be done. The second you start getting leads, you jump into phase 2, the membership sales. You're booking appointments, you're closing deals. They work together, feeding off each other. Okay, so we know what it is. Now let's get into the how. Let's build that foundation and look at the actual step-by-step process of pulling this off. When you see a timeline like this, a huge project like a presale suddenly feels totally doable, right? You can see the clear steps. You start with the brand reveal and lead capture, then you move into active selling, and then you've got that critical final 10-day push. The grand opening isn't the starting line anymore, it's more like a victory lap. And right after that, you're already focused on keeping the members you've got and upselling them. All right, we have our timeline. Now it's time to get tactical. Let's open up the sales playbook and figure out exactly how we're going to win this thing. Think of this as your 3-pronged attack. You absolutely cannot just rely on some social media ads and hope for the best. Nope. The most successful pre-sales, they combine a really slick digital presence with that good old-fashioned discipline on the phones and, this is huge, that irreplaceable trust you only build by getting out there and shaking hands at local events. So how do you actually get people to pull out their wallets and commit before they can even use the gym? It's all about making them feel like they're part of something special and creating a real sense of urgency. Tiered pricing is perfect for this. It rewards the first people in the door. Branded swag, that makes them feel like founding members, part of an exclusive club. And then you throw in bonus add-ons like free personal training to stack the value so high that saying no just feels like a huge mistake. Okay, now we're going to bring it all home. This is where all that hard work, all that foundation we've built pays off in a truly explosive launch. Whoa, okay, stop and really look at this number, 20 to 35%. That's the slice of your entire pre-sale revenue that can come in just the final 10 days. This just proves the incredible power of urgency. That final countdown isn't just hype. It is a massive, massive revenue driver. And this right here is the ultimate why. Why do we do all this? Because you're not just selling a few memberships. You're literally buying yourself security. You're generating revenue to cover your opening costs. You're building a real community from day one, and you're creating this wave of momentum that can carry your business for years. This is the direct cure for that nightmare vision of an empty gym on opening day.
So it really all boils down to this one question, doesn't it? If a great gym starts with a great pre-sale, is your grand opening going to be a celebration, or is it going to be a frantic scramble? The pre-sale is what decides the answer. It's the difference between panic and a party.
Look, if you want to make sure your opening is a huge celebration and you want some expert help with your presale, you should contact Jim Thomas directly. His number is 214-629-7223, and you can email him at jthomas@fmconsulting.net.
And finally, a huge thank you to our sponsor, Gym Business Manager. If you're looking for the best gym software out there, check them out at gymbusinessmanager.com. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer.